Hello, Lupus Warriors. Welcome to Lupus Speaks Podcast. I'm your host, Shadrika Holmes, and I'm here to empower you on your journey with lupus. We'll explore practical tips, inspiring stories, and the latest in lupus research. So grab your headphones and let's dive in. Hello, warriors and friends. Welcome back to another episode of Lupus Speaks Podcast. And I'm your host, Shadrika Holmes. And today I'm going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, okay? My obsession, my love, and that is creative planning and productivity. Okay, so if you want to know more about this, practical tips, and all of the things that I know about creative planning, grab your headphones and let's dive in. Anything that I share on this show is from my experiences and my experiences only. If you are looking to make any lifestyle changes, I recommend you speaking to your doctor first. So, creative planning. What is creative planning? I'll tell you. It's planning creatively. I don't know if that makes sense. So let me start here. Creative planning is another form of planning. Planning is just a basic to-do list, writing things down and remembering the things that you're supposed to remember. Okay, but creative planning is that and more. It's that and stickers and colorful pencils and highlighters and colorful pens. And it's also the passion behind your goal, your vision. And you can definitely get the same passion from just writing things down, but the creative planning aspect of it is definitely visionary. I just can't even really put it into many words until you're actually in it, until you're actually doing it. And that's what we're going to get into. So, number one, when it comes to planning in general, you need to know why you want to plan, or what is it that you want to see change in your life that you're not happy with, and tackle that on with a plan. If you plan on losing weight, if you plan on being healthier, if you plan on becoming vegan, if you plan on spending more time with your family, you need to write it down. You need to break it down in steps. And they need to be obtainable and achievable goals that fit something that you actually can achieve. Make sure you set a deadline, because that actually helps you be consistent. And also finding an accountability partner by sharing with someone what your intentions are and being able to have someone help you hold yourself accountable. I don't recommend this all the time, because then you always lean on someone else to hold you accountable. And sometimes you need to hold yourself accountable. You need to be consistent for yourself, because not always somebody's going to motivate and inspire you to do better. You got to want that for yourself. So that is the number one thing that you have to do in order to start planning. Now, the creative planning part of it is just, again, the cute part of it. But you don't need all of that. All you need is a piece of paper, and you need to write down the things that you want to change. And then you want to break them down into what you can do every day, every week, and every month. And I think that is the most empowering thing that you can do for yourself, especially while you are managing lupus. Once you get to the established part of being consistent with writing down your goals, then you can go down and start tracking things. Because health journaling is going to be the number one thing that you can do in order to help your doctor. This is you advocating for yourself. This is you providing your doctors with information that they wouldn't have otherwise. So when you go into a doctor's appointment, there is no reason why you should be in there talking about, well, I don't know what triggers me. You should know. You should be writing down what you ate, what you drank, what your symptoms was, your pain points, what was stressing you out. Like, you should know every single thing that is going on with you, because your doctor does not know. Every time you go to an appointment, it's usually breakdown between 3 to 6 months. So he's only going off of the results that he had from you the 3 months prior or the 6 months prior. So he doesn't know what happened in between. That's up to you to advocate for yourself and write all those things down. So that way you can say, okay, doc, well, this food triggered me, or when I overdid this, it did this, or this medication made me feel sick, or this, you need to know so you can tell your doctor so that they can give you the best treatment that they can. And by you managing your own symptoms, you are able to listen to your body better and provide or eliminate things that trigger you. So at this time, this day and age, we all should be responsible enough to know what is going on with our own body. And this is for mostly seasoned lupus warriors. And for a beginner, this is something that you need to be doing. This is something that you should get accustomed to doing. And that is writing every single thing down. I mean, everything. I use a planner that it's my second brain. Like, it is my life. I have my passwords. Because first of all, lupus brings on brain fog. So trying to remember everything that you need to remember is just a disgrace anyway. But with this tool, with a planner, with a notebook, with writing things down, it definitely makes things easier. It makes everything easier. Even if you are not a person who's living or dealing with a chronic illness, you still need to be writing stuff down. You still need to be inspired every day by the goal that you set. There is no reason why we still in 2023 sitting on the couch depressed about our life. Like, I'm sorry. That's going to hurt some people's feelings and they're going to feel some type of way about that. But I'm sorry. And not sorry at the same time. We got so much access to information on our phone that we shouldn't be complaining about what we cannot have or what we cannot do. Because there's something in there. It's some kind of information. It is some kind of something that we can learn to do. And I'm not talking about money or lifestyle where you want to blow up and be rich. Yeah, that's okay. That's a desire, for most people. But sometimes it's just feeling okay, like not being sad. But there are so many ways that you can distract yourself from, or not quote unquote distract yourself, but heal yourself from all the information that's out there. Even if it's just a mental thing, like, okay, I can mentally I know how to reduce my stress by doing these techniques, or I know how to communicate better because of these things that I've learned from watching videos or reading books or practicing out on other people. Like, there's just so much out there that we should be doing and learning, and we have access to our phones, on the TV, it's just 2023 going into 2024. There's no reason why you don't have stuff written down and set goals on the life that you would like to live. Period, point blank. So I'm enthusiastic about this. I'm very passionate about this. I am creating and designing my own planners because at this point, as long as I've been planning, I should have had one already. I'm tired of purchasing other people's planner, i.e. I am a happy planner enthusiast. Okay, I don't know if you know what that is, but it is a disc-bound planner system where you are able to literally plan everything that you need and take your pages in and out, and I like that. So I may keep that system going into 2024, but I am working on my own system that I can share with you guys that will be a resource and a tool for you to be able to use. And that's going to be health tracking, symptom tracking, doctor's appointments, managing your money. Like, there are so many things that we should be doing as adults or as people that we can learn to do in order to stay organized, be mentally okay, and advocate our own health by providing our healthcare providers with information that they would not have otherwise. So, as far as time management, you need to manage your time based off of the times that you feel the best. So, not all the time or not every day you feel 100%. We also have those spoons that we are collecting that we start out with. And so, by you writing stuff down, you can determine how many spoons can go where. So, if you haven't heard the spoon theory, please go and look that up, because that is going to help you communicate with other people how many spoons that you have in order to get through the day. And it's also going to give you a realistic vision of what you can do for that day. And so you would apply those spoons to your plan. So if I have start out every day, I got enough energy, which is 5 spoons. Well, 3 of those spoons is going to take me to take a shower. So now I only have 2 energy spoons left. What do I want to do with that? You know what I'm saying? So maybe one is tidying the house. Maybe that's just one area of the house. And the next thing is to go pick up my prescription. Like, that's all. That's all I got. But it's something. And it's an orchestrated plan, as opposed to wasting time and management, using your energy just to kind of lay on the couch, watch TV, maybe go shower, maybe fix you something healthy to eat. Like, you need to manage your time better by looking at what you have energy to do and writing out a strategic plan and following those goals that you set in order to get that result that you're looking for. So that is a way to manage your time. As far as organizing everything down, that's the reason why you have the planner. That is the reason why you write everything down. You definitely want to manage your health, your symptoms, the way you manage money, the way that you study and think and learn and read. And like, there's so many things that you can track in your planner, or the things that you can do to write down. So all of this creative planning and all of these things are to build you for success, whether that's success in your better health, success in career, success, whatever success means to you, because that's different from it for everybody. You need to be using a planner or some type of written down tool to create a lifestyle that you would like to live. So that concludes this episode of Creative Planning and Productivity Tips. If you would like to learn more and you want to know in depth, in detail, please leave me a comment or a message. Please go over to Lupus Speaks over on Instagram and on TikTok. And I have a couple of videos where I'm showing you how I use my planner. But I will be uploading more content like that over on YouTube for long form content, so you'll be able to actually see from the beginning to the end how I actually decorate my planners. I do have a YouTube channel at Plan with Drika if you would like to see some old videos that I'm doing that. But going forward into the future, I plan on using my own planner so that you can see how I'm using them in order to track and maintain and set goals. And like, this is something that we need to be planning on or preparing for going into the new year, so that we already have an idea of the shifts that we need to make and start incorporating those day by day. It's very important that we advocate for ourselves, start health journaling, that is writing every single thing down. Your planner or your piece of paper should be your second brain. So if anything goes wrong, you know where it's at. You know what's in that notebook. You know that you can go refer to that and your doctors have what they need, or you have what you need. And you can always go back and reflect on, oh, wait, I remember I said I was going to do X, Y, and Z. That's what this planner is for. That is what writing things down is for. So, warriors, that concludes this special episode of Lupus Speaks Podcast. If you found this content meaningful, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving a review. And if you would like to follow me and more of my content, go over to www.lupusspeaks.org or follow me at Lupus Speaks on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So remember, you guys, you are not alone. You are not alone. And we can fight this fight together. So stay strong, stay positive, and until next time, peace and be intentional.